Hello everyone, my name is Arkham and welcome back to another figure review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the FuRyu 1/7 scale power from Chainsaw Man. Now, this figure was on a crazy sale on AmiAmi for only $60, and I paid like $30-ish for shipping, so it came out at $90 total with shipping and taxes, which was absolutely insane. Right now, currently it is no longer available for that price, but I think it's because of how not well this figure sold. So yeah, I did have it on pre-order on the Goodsmile website, but I had to cancel it for financial reasons at the time. But I have it now, which honestly I'm very excited about. This is my first FuRyu figure from my own knowledge, so let's get her out and see how she looks. Alright, so here we have Power from Chainsaw Man, and honestly, she looks absolutely outstanding. Perfect figure in my opinion already. I can definitely understand why most people were not happy about this figure. So yeah, very many reasons for that. Remember, for these type of videos, I go in 3 separate categories and I try to look at it in various different ways, and meaning the aesthetic, the quality, and the value of the figure. So starting off with the aesthetic, it looks like Power. I absolutely love the face of the figure. The wrinkling across the clothing looks perfect, in my opinion. The colors are very vibrant. They're not like muted and everything, which is awesome. The blood weapons are very well detailed and look pretty good overall. Like, everything about this figure looks amazing. So in terms of accuracy, I do think that she looks relatively good, especially comparing her to the anime counterpart of what I'm guessing is supposed to be this figure. She looks great. So yeah, not much saying there. So just as a measuring section, she goes up to about 9¼ inches to the top of the horns for Power, from the bottom of the base to the top of the horns. It's a pretty sizable figure. Honestly, not too bad. It looks pretty good. I already like how much detail there is. The amount of like the wash coating that they put on the blood figures to give it more of a darker tone. The differences between the stones, like it's very minimal on the stone, but you can still see it within the crevices of the tiles and even just some of the stone as well. It's very well detailed. Now, jumping onto the quality section, I already mentioned it earlier, but I can definitely see why most people were not as pleased with this figure from FuRyu. And like this whole hammer is a solid piece, but I do think it's hollow. I'm not entirely sure. You didn't have to assemble it, but yeah. So with this figure, you do have to assemble it together by the foot, the right foot, and also the scythe section. So there's 2 different pegs for the scythe. There's one in the middle that connects to the hammer, and there's another one that connects to the bottom of the base of the figure. Honestly, not bad. It actually is pretty good in terms of support. Hopefully it doesn't lean forward, doesn't feel that heavy as a figure. So And even Power herself doesn't feel heavy either. So that's great. Again, I already talked about the painting a little bit. It looks great overall. The quality of the paint looks to be really good. The shading, the detail, the face of the figure looks amazing as well. And again, the wrinkling quality is there, but some of the actual pieces right here feel very flimsy that are just connected. The other different weapons, the blood weapons, are very flimsy, including the scythe. Like, I'm shaking it like that, and I don't even feel like it's connected to the hand. It doesn't even feel connected. Just looking at it from the back, I think it's just being held there. Like, if I took it out and got rid of the section where it's on the foot, then I can just take it out and probably slide it out. So I can see why this figure had gone on sale multiple times, especially on Western retail sites. I'm pretty sure just recently this figure itself was on sale on the Good Smile website, so it makes sense as well. But yeah, in terms of quality, it's there, but I am very scared of just moving this figure around, and that if something falls on it, which in my case there shouldn't be anything that falls on it because it goes on like one of my highest shelves over here in my display. Nothing should fall on it, but if something by any reason does, I'm very afraid that some of the weapons are just gonna snap right off. Not the hammer. The hammer is like a giant solid piece, but it also wobbles a lot. I don't know if it's just because of the very flimsy connections for the foot and the scythe. But yeah, in terms of quality, it's okay. So yeah. Now, in terms of value, this figure is not cheap, and I will tell you why. This figure is $260 on the Good Smile website. That is a lot for a figure that is just a 1/7 scale, and that is way too much money to just put your bet on this. Like, I would not have spent nearly this much, and it's crazy because I actually was going to spend that much on this figure, but after having it in person and just taking a closer look at it, I don't know what they thought about that price. I understand it's FuRyu, but FuRyu doesn't necessarily make the most expensive figures out there, and it's not the actual currency exchange is not that much. I'm doing this on the spot, but I'm pretty sure Ami doesn't even sell it for over 200,000 yen. I think it's 1900,000. FuRyu Power. Actually, never mind. It is that much. Holy crap. So, if you were to actually have this being purchased on a Japanese website like Ami, Hobby Genki, or Nin Game, you'd be paying around $180, which again is still not worth it at all. Just if you are a fan of Power and the Chainsaw Man characters in general and want a figure of her, this is a great figure. But it's not $200+ great. Case in point. Which leads me to my final thoughts. I like this figure. I don't hate it. I think it looks great. Again, I've mentioned it multiple times throughout my video. It is a sight to behold. I love the paint schemes that they added, the shading, the highlights, everything throughout this figure is mwah, chef's kiss. But the quality of it does feel a little bit flimsy and a little bit cheap, especially on the weapons. The weapons, again, are my most concerning things about this figure. And the value does not signify the quality of it. So it does not represent the quality at all. $260 on US retail sites, $350 on Big Bad Toy Store, so don't get it from them. I'm sorry, I love Big Bad Toy Store. I get a lot of things from them, but sometimes their markup on Japanese imports is absolutely insane. Don't get it from there. Just wait on a sale on like AmiAmi, Ninden Game, or Hobby Genki. Again, this figure was 90,000 yen back in April of this year. That's when I purchased my figure, April 14th. And I paid 30 bucks for shipping, and that was for the 2 to 4 months shipping. So this figure was on a boat for roughly 2 months. So yeah. Overall, in my final thoughts, I'm going to give this figure a 7 out of 10. And again, there's multiple reasons as to why I'm giving it a 7. It's a good figure. 7 means good. But it's not a perfect figure that represents its current price in the market. So, yeah. That is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, make sure to stick around. I normally don't ask people to subscribe. I've been very lenient on that, but yeah, stick around if you want to see more videos like this. I'm trying to improve on my editing more, especially for these type of videos. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. What do you think about this figure? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.